Drama at OpenAI showing no signs of easing as the future of the company remains in jeopardy. Reuters is reporting some OpenAI investors are exploring legal action against the company's board, fearing that they could lose hundreds of millions of dollars of invested capital. And CNBC's Steve Kovach joins us now with more.
Yeah, here's the real puzzle, right? What's going to happen here? And also, that lawsuit might not matter because within hours after announcing fired OpenAI CEO Sam Altman would be joining Microsoft, well, CEO CEO Nadella said his fate is now uncertain. In an interview last night on Fast Money with us, Nadella was non-committal about where Altman would end up after a rebellion within OpenAI. Maybe it's at Microsoft as the new CEO of an AI subsidiary at the company, or maybe it's back at OpenAI again as CEO. Yesterday, hundreds of OpenAI employees, a vast majority of them, in fact, threatened to walk off the job and join Microsoft along with Altman unless the board brings him back, hires new directors, and then steps down so the company can be run under a new board. The drama forcing Microsoft into damage control yesterday, with Nadella telling us no matter what happens to Altman, the partnership with OpenAI will remain, even though he has no idea who will be running the company or if the company will even exist. But Nadella did say he wants to see governance changes with the board structure at OpenAI, so this can't happen again. Here's what he told us.
I think it's very, very clear that something has to change around the governance, and if that's sort of, and we'll have a good dialogue with their board on that, and we'll, walk through that as time evolves. But the most important thing for me, for customers to know, is today we have all the capability.
He could be a potential board member, by the way. So two scenarios possible here. Microsoft closes the deal, brings Altman back in-house along with hundreds of OpenAI's employees. In effect, Microsoft could end up acquiring the hottest tech startup on the planet, reportedly valued at $90 billion, for a song and without scrutiny from regulators. Or the board caves to employee demands and brings Altman back. Then they resign and new board members come in to run the shop. If that happens, we'll be back to kind of where things stood as of Thursday, guys.
The only thing that seems clear is that this is no longer a not-for-profit company.
Yes.
It's not going to exist as that, because if you bring in new board members, they are going to be board members who have a profit motive, and that changes everything in the structure.
I think that's the only thing that became clear, that this structure clearly doesn't work for this kind of company, this nonprofit. They're a 501c3 in California, but also running this nonprofit. Yeah, that seems very likely.
The money's been making decisions, and everybody got surprised when it turned out the money wasn't running decisions on Friday, and then that got reversed.
And it sounds like Microsoft was surprised too, and they shouldn't have been. But yeah, this is the situation now.
Andrew?
Steve, I was just going to mention, and it relates to the not-for-profit status, and then I wanted to mention the regulatory piece. There's an IRS component to this, which is that when you're a not-for-profit, and I'm not sure this is a profit-making company as it is, given the amount of money they were spending.
Right.
But in terms of, paying taxes, all sorts of other things, it is possible not just that they would be undoing their status, but that the state of California would undo the status and the IRS would undo the status anyway. There have been a number of cases where there have been for-profit entities that have influenced not-for-profits, where then the state and the government have come and said, you may look like a not-for-profit or think you're not-for-profit, but we're actually going to change your status because we think you've been pretending the whole time. The second component I want to ask about the regulatory piece, yes, Microsoft owns less than 50% of this, and regulators never have looked at this in a meaningful way yet. But I do wonder whether, while there may be no deal for the FTC or the DOJ to approve, whether an FTC or some other regulatory body starts to look at this in a different way later.
Yeah, and that's a good question for you to ask Lena Khan next week, I think, at DealBook, because is this the kind of thing that comes under their new thesis, rather, of antitrust activity? At the same time, I'll also note California is one of those non-compete states. They don't enforce those non-compete clauses, which also, Andrew, the FTC is looking at as well. That is a really good question, though. I mean, if we see this sort of mass exodus, if that one scenario I laid out, this sort of mass exodus from OpenAI to Microsoft, does that draw scrutiny? Because, like I said, they would be effectively acquiring this company without actually acquiring it. So, yeah, that's...
Regulators are going to be watching this
no matter what.
Shape or form, because this caught everybody by surprise, and it lays bare what's really happening here, that it's not a not-for-profit anymore.
Oh, totally. And if these investors' lawsuits do happen, that'll all come out as well.
Right.